goal of this lab is to connect internal components. So, all right, we're going to power off the Office to computer. So we'll click on Office and scroll down to the Windows Start. Click on it. We'll mouse over to the power and then click on the power button and then mouse to shut down and click shut down. And we'll give that power a moment to shut down. And while that's happening, we'll see that we're looking to install a PCIe network adapter and a PCIe network slot. And they show us that the PCIe looks like this on the motherboard and the PCI looks like this on the motherboard. So if we mouse over to motherboard on the machine and click on it, we get the motherboard view of the computer. If we click on the motherboard, whoop, I got the heat sink. I'll try again. Okay, this time I clicked and I got the motherboard. We can see what has been selected. And if we mouse to details and click on details, we can see an image of the motherboard. And this is the left-hand tab. If we mouse over to specifications and click on that, we can see a component overview, which is fantastic because it has numbers pointing to each component on the motherboard, right? And there's our PCIe and PCI slots, right? And those are numbered 20 and 21. If we scroll down in the specifications to 20 and 21, we can see 20 is a PCI slot and 21 is a PCIe or Express, right? Right there, 20 and 21. And we can scroll down further in these specifications to get even more detail about the CPU, system memory, more memory information, which you'll be using later, CMOS battery, and this picture of the system panel connectors, which will come up handy in future labs. So, but we know what we want to do for this task, so we'll X out of this image, and we are to install these adapters. We see that the PCIe is the small one, so I will zoom in on the image of the motherboard a bit. Right, we're going to take this PCIe here and drag it to the connector. Okay, now now the blue rectangle is highlighted, so I'll click. Whoop. Okay, we got the satisfying click and the yellow highlight, so that network adapter has been installed. So now we want the one that goes in the PCI, and either one of these PCI slots will work. So I'll select it, I'll mouse over, try to mouse over to the correct spot, and release, and now the blue rectangle is on one of the PCI slots, so I'll click there. Okay, now that one is installed as well. Okay, so now we want to install a networking cable between the wall plate and the computer. So we'll go to the shelf and we'll expand cables, and here is our networking cable. We can see that our networking cable is an RJ45 connector 568B on both ends. So both ends of this cable will look like this. Both ends will look like this. So we will go to the back view of the computer and we'll drag one end here and get the blue rectangle and click. Oh, it didn't work. Did I not? Let's try again. Can't click to an invalid area. Boom. Let's try again. Alright, so that's what I should have done. And now we'll connect this. We can see that we have a partial connection here, so we will connect this to the wall plate. And here we can see that we have like a red box on the left, and if we zoom in, we can see a blue phone on the right. Right? And in this lab, it says, connect the networking cable to the port with the red box, right? So we can drag this unconnected connector here to the connector with the red box, right? And we can see that this one has a blue telephone, and that's because it's for a telephone landline. And we can see that these ports have different shapes, right? So this one goes there. Whoop, hopefully we got it. Ah, goodness. All right, we'll go back up so I can see what I've done. If I've got that connected to the wall, we should have that connected to the wall. Yeah, okay, so that's connected to the wall. That's good. All right, so after you install the network adapters, turn the computer on. So we'll mouse to the computer, we'll click on front, we'll mouse to the power button, and try to click to turn it on. We'll give that a moment to turn on. And it says after it turns on, use the settings app to verify that the computer has internet connection. So I will mouse down and I'll click on the window to start, and I'll go to the search box and start to type in settings, and we get the settings app. So I'll click on that, and I'll mouse over to network and internet and click on that, and I see that the Ethernet is connected. So that is a good sign. We have our networking. Okay, now we need to get to the corp server computer. We want to get to the networking closet. Let's try going to the office. Let's try here. Let's see, maybe we want to go to floor 1. Let's go to the networking. Can we go to the networking closet? Maybe here. All right, let's go to the networking closet. Okay. So we want to see if the uninterruptible power supplies are functioning properly in the network closet. So we can zoom in to see that there are blinking lights because it has power. Now we want to mouse over and down. Let's mouse down. And if we click on this, it says we want to remove both power cables from the wall plate. These are for the rack-mounted UPSs. So this is the AC power connector, and it says this is for the UPS rack mount, right? And if we click on this one, it says that this power connector is also for the UPS rack mount, right? And that's what we want to remove. So we'll pull that out, right? And we can see now that there's a partial connection because we've unplugged that. And we'll select the other one and pull that out and release it, and now we can see there's a second partial connection. So let's scroll back up, and we can see that lights are still blinking, which is a good sign that there is still power. Okay, so I will click on Score the Lab to score the lab. All right, that looks good. Thinks we did all the tasks. Great, thank you.